Hello, Connective. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Comment, like, and subscribe without smashing anything. And let's get into this energy. This is a collective reading for Libra. Libra, this card just wanted to separate from the deck, and I think we're going to take that. This is the Five of Roses, the Garden. I think we're going to pull one more Akashic. This is could be the first sign that has two Akashic cards up there. Let's see what's going on. It's this one. The King of Roses upside down. I'm already getting this like story about a man or woman, whatever you identify as, who is uncomfortable in their own garden. Hold on. Let's see what's up. Let's do the laws. Law of creation. Focus your mind to create your deepest desire. Weird. I'm getting this like weird, like someone tried to build something and it got messed up, or they got messed up. New moon in Gemini, think it through. Maybe they got messed up. Let's see what's up. I'm going to pull in like 3 energy cards. I think we're going to do that here. So we can shuffle. Try to get it together. See what's happening. Alright, so this one, and this one. What do we got? Oh my god. What? Okay, so I'm going to have to get a new deck of cards. We got Adjacent Possibilities again. We have Journey again. And then we have the Thinking Man upside down, which again is like next to this like Think It Through card. Somebody's not using their brain properly. They're either using it to overthink, because sometimes that's what the thinking man is. He's upside down. I feel like with Think It Through on the table, I feel like that's what it's saying. Because there's no reason for me to have like 2 thinking cards on the table that contradict each other. So Knight of Cups upside down. 7 of Pentacles upside down. Yeah. And then the Hermit. I want to put this Journey card somewhere else. I'm going to put it next to Adjacent Possibilities up here. All right. Knight of Cups. I've experienced this energy recently. Yeah. 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 So I had pulled cards like, I don't know, a week ago or something. And this person came up and they were, they had built something, they were established, but someone tore it down. And it wasn't just someone, it was like their significant other tore it down. And they were, I'm not even going to repeat what came to my head right now, but they were torn up. they were so torn up that they were kind of like huddled in a corner in a puddle of their own tears. Like it was, they were devastated. They were blindsided. They were so hurt that just getting up off the floor was hard. And they still had stuff that they needed to do in their lives, like people relying on them, or just a business to run, or just a life to lead. Like something was like there that they were responsible for that they just couldn't be there for because they were so upset. So I see this Knight of Cups upside down, right? And so we've got this like King of Cups upside down. And then we have this Knight of Cups upside down next to reassess, right? So I feel like it's almost like not only did this situation mess with their kinghood, like it messed with their knighthood, okay? Knocked them down a few pegs, but not in any way that was helpful. It wasn't warranted. It wasn't deserved. This person worked their ass off to bring to another person whatever it was that they did, what they made or what they collected or what they brought, and that other person blew it up. It doesn't say why. In that reading, there was a third party. I don't see that here. I just see a lot of potential. Someone who knows what they're doing, building something big, like something great, but not necessarily being noticed for it. It's a possibility that before this thing blew up, this person wasn't being treated right to begin with. That might be why this think it through card is here. Because this person hasn't really had a chance. And we've also got reassess next to this Knight of Cups. I think that it's a possibility that in this person's despair, they didn't understand how, I was going to say how conniving the other person was, but I kind of just meant like what the other person was capable of. Part of the reason why they were blindsided, they didn't realize that could come from this person. It's not just the situation. It was almost like a misjudgment of character. And it's a possibility that person, that whoever did the tearing down, changed while they were in the relationship. It's a possibility that they weren't wholesome to begin with, and money just made them a bigger dick. So we have the Seven of Pentacles upside down with connect. And so this card says, you're being asked to connect with others in meaningful ways. Yeah, I kind of feel like the energy that's coming off of this card is kind of like, I'm trying to say this delicately. So let's pretend this reading is about me. Let's do this the easy way. Let's pretend this reading is about me and I'm this upside down King of Cups, okay? I go into a relationship with someone who I think is my match. Someone who I think matches me in vibration, but also maybe in like my history, like how we were brought up, so we're like the same, kind of, right? But I miss the fact that this person was, for lack of better words, groomed. So someone told this person to be a certain way to get to this King of Cups kind of thing. But inside, this person was more like toxic, more selfish, more self-serving They did this not for this King of Pentacles, but for themselves, kind of thing. They wanted to get something out of it. They either did or didn't get whatever they wanted out of it, but then they flipped it on its head. So this King of Pentacles picked someone that wasn't really a match to begin with. They picked someone who, like, so this King of Cups has like a good heart. They picked someone who was nasty inside, and then they made a bunch of money, and so they were this person who had a good heart who made a bunch of money, but their significant other was someone who was nasty inside who had a bunch of money. So what looks like spontaneous reversion of, like, you know, all of a sudden I'm one way and now, you know, it's like the possibility was always there, because that king of cups wasn't paying attention, and they saw they saw the trophy wife. They just took it anyway. There, I said it. So now it's time to go inside. Get out these cards. So now it's time to go inside. Be the hermit for a hot second. Go, what do I want? What looks good to me? Maybe I have some friends who have money who have bitchin' wives, and maybe I just want to, like, figure out which one is cool and then move from there, right? Yeah, I suggest you do something like that. The thing is I would love to say that this person sprung this on this King of Cups. I keep translating. He's the King of Roses, but that's part of it too. This rose card, these rose cards, like, to me, sometimes this Akashic deck, they're more than the King of Cups when they come out this way. They're like this love garden, you know, and then trying to grow this garden that somebody, like, poured bleach all over. And so I just really feel like you kind of knew the significant other had the bleach. So, you know, you gotta kind of look at things for what they were and realize that you made a mistake. You went down a path that you thought was the right path, but you had so many ways you could go in your choice. And the reasoning of the picking of this person is now extremely clear that it was off. But I don't know that we know how to, like, fix that. And I think that the bottom line is that we need to stop looking at what we think is our match. First of all, we need to believe that there is a match out there, and that they're a good person, and that they are for us. We have to let go of the idea that we shouldn't have been vulnerable, that this person allowed us to, like, was allowed to take us down, like, against our will. So in a way, like, we didn't have enough control. That's not true. We controlled the situation all the way to the point where it bit us in the ass. Like, we did this. And then we have this pause by the tower. This, like, forced change. This is telling you that you can stop here for the moment and reassess and figure out exactly what you want out of this. What do you want out of this? Because you can there's takeaways. You can learn stuff. You can gain stuff. Even if it's just like a friend to talk to, you start talking to this person, you realize that they have something in common. You go, oh, I have a friend now I can talk to. You know, something. There's something on offer for you in this situation. You need to find out what it is. And on top of that, you need to figure out where you saw the situation. Go back and just go, you know what? When that person made that comment about that thing, that's when I should have known something was up. Or there's something they always do. Maybe it was just on the other person on their way out. They said something. They were kind of like gold digger. I'm just saying. You know, sometimes we go, well, I haven't seen that, but I'm going to keep my eye open for that. We kind of are a little bit more informed when we get into trouble. It doesn't stop us from being in the boiling water and then figuring it out, though, sometimes. So there's that. Well, basically, it's telling you it's time to reflect, to pause on this incident and figure out what it is that you want, to believe that you have good stuff coming to you. You always have. And you do. You still do. So, you know, if you're this King of Roses upside down, remember the things that you do have, because this abundance is coming. And if you don't do the things that you need to do with it's either going to take longer or it's because it's coming. And then you have this idea, this really tells me that you need to connect with the idea of what ruined you in the first place, what killed your garden. So that then when the next time you choose someone to help tend your garden, they don't have bleach. Let's pull some advice cards. I never trusted people who had bleach anyway. Just kidding. I truly think, though, that sometimes we just know. We get a vibe. We're like, you know what? I don't know about this person. They don't have to have anything wrong with them. And it's really okay for us to decide that someone's not a match, you know, for whatever reason. You can always go back and change your mind later. Maybe there's something you need to learn a little bit more about them before you realize that they are your match. Or maybe they need to learn something about you. Or maybe they just need to understand that certain behaviors aren't going to fly. I mean, sometimes it really is just that simple. But if we allow somebody to do everything, we allow them to run rampant, meanwhile, while we're governing ourselves, people tend to, you know, for some reason I had a vision of somebody like holding a flag and just running around a field with it. You know, it's like, don't give them free reign. You know, I mean, sure, some people, yeah, when people who deserve it, they're not doing anything wrong. I'm talking about the person who we've already gotten this kind of little indication that something's not right. You're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. So maybe don't look at your friends' wives. Maybe try to find somebody who's like the exact opposite. I really don't have a right answer for you. I will tell you, though, that there are people out there that are amazing, and they don't care what you have. They care about who you are. They're interested in what you're interested in. They have interests. They have hobbies. They have things to do when you're away so that they're not, you know, stalking you. I mean, there's stuff. There's people out there. Find one that's not, you know. Make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth even when others don't. You are not what people think of you. This is what I'm talking about. And that makes me want to add the fact that sometimes when people act a certain way, they don't do it on accident, they do it on purpose. And they've already chosen. This is not like a knee-jerk response. This is like they've chosen to act up and they do it. Their brain goes, oh, should I do this? That person, da da da. And then their brain goes, yes, I should do this. And then they do it to you. And then us, we were like, oh, what happened? I don't understand. Like I was just having a relationship. And then for me, I go, oh, okay, I get it. This person did this on purpose, thinking that they could just do that to me. And we're going to continue to have conversations. Not always. Depends. Depends on what you did and why you did it. And I don't even care why you did it half the time because, again, you're going to do it again. So the apology or the thing or whatever I want, like for closure, I don't need it. Definitely don't need certain things to happen again. So people need to understand. They need to act right if they want to be around you, and you need to hold them to it. Keep that in mind, Libra, until we meet again.